Hi guys, welcome back. I'm in the kitchen recording this because even it's just in there making a lot of noise. As you can see, Brody is asleep here. So fingers crossed I can get this done without too much distraction because Brody seems to wake up when I try and record. But anyway, I wanted to make Brody's 1 to 4 week update, like his weight gain, everything like that, like what he's feeding, what he's sleeping, because I've wanted to do them weekly for the first 4 weeks and I just didn't get around to it, and he is now 4 weeks as of yesterday. So I might as well just put them all in one video. I'm just so behind on videos, but what do you expect? I am a new mum. I now have 2 little ones. If you haven't been following our journey, I have, like I said, Brody who is 4 weeks and Ethan who is 3, almost 4. So I will try and remember back to the start to go over things. He did have his 5-day check, which they check, like they do the heel prick, which all came back okay. He did have his blood sent for to check for, is it jaundice? They came back clear. Luckily he was just a little the yellow, but that is all fine. That is all in the past. He weighed £6 13 ounces at birth. They say it's okay if they lose a little bit weight at the start. He didn't lose at all. At 5 days he was an ounce heavier. He was £6 14, so he went up an ounce. It is good that he didn't lose at all. Actually, Ethan didn't either, so I must just have good feeders who babies that are good feeders is what I'm trying to say. At this point, so in his first week he was having 2 to 3 ounces every 3 hours, I would say, which is good. They're happy with that. Also at around 1 week he was sleeping around 3 hours, so that is quite good as well for a 1 week old baby. Well, in the first week, that's really good. His first 2-3 days were really unsettled and he was up most of the night, but after that he sleeps 3 hours every time. He sleeps most of the day as well as the night, as you can see, but he is starting to finally wake at 4 weeks. So anyway, I'm going forward and back, forward and back. So at 10 days old he got weighed again for his 10-day check, and he was at this point £7 3 ounces, so again he had gained a few ounces. So the health visitor was super happy with that. He was feeding, I think at this point, 3 to 4 ounces at around week 2. So like I said, at 2 weeks he was having 3 to 4 ounces every 3 hours, and he was sleeping the 3 hours on a night. So that was really good, and he had gained, like I said, he'd went to £7 3. So then we had him weighed again at 3 weeks. He was at this point starting to up ounces to 4 ounces. He was draining a 4 ounce, starting to make 5 ounces. So he was having between 4 to 5 ounces at this point. He was also starting to sleep 4 hours at this point as well, which was really good. So he was having 4 to 5 ounces every 3 to 4 hours. And at 3 weeks we got him weighed and he was £8 9 ounces. So he had gained in 3 weeks over £1.5. I think that is amazing. He just gains and gains. He's just getting so chunky. He doesn't fit in newborn clothes anymore. He's in 0 to 3, which are a little big, but it is just crazy how fast he is just growing, and it just shows that you should appreciate and enjoy every minute. So at 4 weeks we haven't got him weighed, but he is now having 4 to 5 ounces every 3 hours during the day and every 4 to 5 hours during the night. So I'm super happy with his sleeping. Touch wood, I don't jinx myself. He is an amazing sleeper. He is so different to Ethan. Ethan never liked to sleep. He just fed constantly. But I'm just so happy with everything really. He is starting to show signs he might be starting to smile. Ethan started smiling really early on, and he might be doing the same. He also follows our voices around the room. He follows us if we're walking. If he hears us, he's straight there looking for where we are. So I'm super happy with his development as well. He is just coming on great. I also haven't mentioned, because I haven't made an update, but I didn't mention in his birth video that he has I can't remember what it's called. It is a little dimple at the bottom of his back. I can't remember for the life of me. I will insert it up here. Ethan was born with this dimple, and now Brody is also born with this dimple. And with Ethan, I have to take Brody, like with Ethan, sorry, I have to take Brody for a scan to get it checked because they can't see the end. So to make sure it's not causing any weakness of the legs, any problems, I have to take him for a scan. He has his scan on the 10th of January, so I will make an update then. It is quite worrying that both of my babies have been born with this dimple. We also had to take Brody to the doctors. I don't even think he was 2 weeks old at this point, to get a red mark checked out. We knew it was a birthmark, but the health visitor and midwives aren't allowed to like diagnose a birthmark. You have to take it to the doctors so they can check it out to make sure that is what it is, and it is like a strawberry birthmark. So we got that checked out, everything is fine, it is just a birthmark. It is on an awful place, which I will not mention, so we have to just keep an eye on it because they do get bigger before they go, but it is not causing any problems as of yet. So anyway, I will leave this here because I want to make a few more videos today while I get like a chance, really, while I have a little bit time as Ethan's playing with all his new Christmas toys. I hope you all had an amazing Christmas. I'm sorry I didn't get any update over Christmas. I would have loved to make updates like that, but I just didn't get around to it, so I apologise. But thank you all so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to see more of us. Brody, Ethan, who was in there, I thought he might have come in, but he hasn't. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.